Hello, hello. All right, we're gonna go live. Here, hey, what we do? Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, my friends? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, this is Sam. If you don't know who I am super excited you're here on this beautiful Friday, man. It is a beautiful Friday out here, my friends. I'm so excited you guys are here. Hope you're having an amazing day, and I hope you're finishing your week strong. So today here, friends, we're going to dive right on in. We're going to talk about how to discipline your disappointments. So I want to start off with a quote because we always start off with a quote. And the quote goes like this: we have the choice. We have the power. Every day, you have the choice. Oh man, let's get it right, Sam. You got to get it right. Everyone must choose two paths: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. So I want to really talk about the pain of discipline because I find myself right here today a little disappointed. Because I'm in a current state where I feel like I've done a lot, right? I'm not going to get too far into this situation, but I'm going to tell you how I feel because I feel like I've been disciplined, right? And it's kind of like that quote. We have the one or two choices, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And I've been doing the discipline. I've been in this current situation trying to honestly just grow my business. I've been really consistent. But I found myself really disappointed in the result. I gotta be honest. So I want you to ask yourself, maybe you're in a point like me where you're like, Sam, I've been doing the work. I've been really disciplined, but I'm really disappointed at the same time. Because that's where I find myself. And I want to let you know first off that that's okay. Because I realize that in the discipline, there's pain. And I'm not trying to throw my beliefs on you, but I want to tell you, I believe that everything that you ever want in life demands to be tested. So I believe that the work that I'm doing, I know is disciplining for something bigger than I could ever imagine. And I realize that this is part of that process. I realize that it's okay to be disciplined. It's okay to be disappointed. Because that's how I feel right now. And I want to give you my first key strategy of kind of, even though having that discipline, keeping that discipline, even though you feel disappointed, is I realize that I just need to control the controllables. And I want you to ask yourself, even though I'm disciplined, even though I've been sticking discipline, even though I feel disappointed, are you continuing to control the controllables? Because I got to be very honest. I know I kind of share with you guys my cold calling adventure in one of my speeches before, but I'm going to tell you, I've still been doing it. I've been disciplined. I got the result I want? I would be lying to tell you that I did. But I believe that discipline demands that disappointment. Because I believe that this is a season of testing. For me, I know that this is something I've never done before. So I was realizing maybe if I do this thing I've never done before, I'm stepped out of my comfort zone, but I find myself not getting the result that I want. And I find myself being disappointed, but I realize that that's a part of discipline. Because in this situation where I find myself disciplined, and when I found myself being disciplined and doing something I've never done before, I'm growing. I'm giving my chance that myself that opportunity to realize that I can only do as much as I can do, right? Like I have to, am I controlling what I can control? I can control that I'm showing up for myself. I can control that I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone. I can control doing the possible, right? Because as I want to grow my business, I'm reaching out to people. I am doing the phone calls. I am doing what is required and a little bit more, and actually a lot more than I've ever done before. But I realized that at the end of the day, I have to control the controllables. I can't control the how many leads I'm going to get. I can't control how many yeses I'm going to get. I can't control how many no's I'm going to get. I can't control the just no responses I'm going to get. But I can control giving myself a chance. Because I want you to think about that quote we just talked about. I have one or two choices here. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And I want to talk about just a little bit that if I didn't give myself a chance, I wouldn't know what worked or not. I would have the end result in mind, but not even giving myself a chance. And that's what discipline has given me. Discipline has removed the regret from me because I realized that this is just the pain of discipline. So I want to go into my next key that has still kind of kept that fire burning for me as I'm feeling this disappointment, despite the discipline that I've been putting in. It's just keep going. Because I realized initially that it's part of the process. The disappointment's part of the process. The result not always being what I wanted is part of the process. But I realized that if I keep going, could I really fail? Would this really be a disappointment if I really keep going? Because I gotta be honest with you, I wanted to stop. And it's very funny because I wanted to stop today. I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to recalibrate. Maybe I need to do something new. Maybe because the result isn't what I wanted. And I'm feeling disappointed because I'm not as far as I would like. I had a goal and I'm not there. But you know what? Despite the disappointment, I showed up anyway. And I gave myself a chance. And I got a yes. Now it's a celebration. It's a celebration for me because I'm like, what? I believe the moments you want to quit, the moments when it gets tough, the moments when you want to quit, the moments when you feel disappointed, the moments when everything isn't going right, you never know how close you are to your next success. And so that's the power of keeping on going, of doing it one more day. Man, one of my Ed Mylett, man, he has an amazing book, The Power of One More. I mean, add that to your repertoire. I mean, I'm probably gonna start promoting some books in here because that's a good one. But I really want to talk about if I didn't keep going, I know I would find myself in regret because I would have been stopping a discipline that I had just started and I've been on a roll, but I would have stopped. And I would have lived in regret, wondering if I would have kept going, would I have gotten another yes? So I want you to ask yourself, is there somewhere where I really find myself disappointed and I've just stopped? The results haven't come as quick as I wanted. I'm not getting the support that I'm looking for. I'm not getting the pats on the backs. I'm not getting the cheers that I was assuming if I stepped out of my comfort zone and I did something new. I'm feeling disappointed. But I want to come here today to tell you to keep going. Because I told myself that I'm just going to keep going. Despite the disappointment, despite the uncertainty, despite the result that I'm not getting. Because I realize that that's a part of discipline. and that I technically haven't lost if I haven't quit. So I'm going to show up the snowball into my last key here. Last key, setting us up for success, is having a belief that it can happen for you. Right? Really having that belief that it can happen. Because I realized as I, felt disappointed, as I was like, man, I'm still going. I'm controlling everything I can possibly control. I'm doing what I can, I'm doing my part. I'm doing the part that I can do. I'm controlling the controllables. I'm still going, even though I want to quit. I realized that it really comes down to just my belief. I'm really just believing that if I control the controllables, if I keep going, then it'll happen. It'll happen for me. And it's possible for me. Because one of my favorite quotes, it says, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So I was prepared that I might not get a lot of answers. I understand that they have, that other person I told you that I got in contact with gave me a lot of awareness that roofers are blowing people up right now. So I understand that, if you were in that recent hailstorm, roofers are they're coming out of the woodwork, coming from out of town. They're still doing work and they're blowing people's phones up. So to get an answer, I know is going to be rare. But am I giving myself a chance? Am I controlling the controllables? And despite feeling disappointed, I need to keep going. And I realized that I need to believe in myself. I need to believe that if I keep going, I'm going to have a chance. If I keep going, I'm going to get an answer. If I keep going, I can't fail. So really having that belief in your process. And I realize it's a funny thing. I know you've heard it because I've heard it many times. People think about, I'm so glad I don't have to write the book on this. Why do bad things happen to good people? Because I feel like I've done all the work. I feel like I stayed disciplined. I've reached out. I've done more than I've ever done before. And I ask myself, why do things like this happen to good people? Because maybe you find yourself like that, just like me, you're finding yourself at a point where you're like, why does this happen? Why are bad things happening to me? I put the work in. I showed up early. Maybe I stayed up late. I've done more than I've ever done before, but I'm not getting the result that I want. Right? I know it's painful because I'm there. I'm there. I know it's painful. I know it's not the most motivating times, but if you just keep going, everything can change for you. If you just keep going, find that consistency, and just bet on yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in the work that you're doing. Because I wish I could tell you it's going to be easy. But I can tell you this, it's going to be worth it. Because it's worth it to me. I show you that small little win. If I would have stopped, it would have never came. I want to tell you today, if you stop, it'll never come. So realize that control what you can control. Keep going forward. And instill that belief in yourself. Realizing that at the end of the day, you can only do what you can do. You can't control the end result. You can't control the yeses. You can't control the nos. You can't control the impact you can make on people's lives. But you can control what you do. You can't control giving yourself a chance. You can't control showing up for yourself. You can't control keep going. And you can control what you can control. So I want you to ask yourself, I'm going to go back to those keys. Are you controlling what you can control despite the disappointment? And once you figure out that I'm going to control what I can control, you need to keep going. Because I'm doing this right now. I'm still going, even though I'm disappointed, even though I don't have the result that I want. And I want you to instill that belief in yourself that I'm doing this for a purpose. I'm doing this for something bigger for me. I'm doing this for my future. And I can only control what I can control, but I realize that if I keep going and if I believe in myself, one of my favorite quotes is, everybody goes to the barbershop and eventually you'll get a haircut, right? Just show up, right? Eventually your time will come. Eventually the results you desire will happen for you. And realize that discipline is going to come sometimes with disappointment. And it's not going to come on your timetable, but that's the best thing. Because you don't know the time it's going to happen. But the best thing about that is you don't know it could come quicker than you ever think. So I want to leave you guys with a quote here. Success and fulfillment in life rests on your unflagged ability to get up, to be ourselves, to chase our dreams with fire each day, to keep willing ourselves to the next presence and performance and potential. So all right here, friends, I'm super thankful for you guys. Hey, your support means so much to me. I can't be more thankful for you. For this motivation, hopefully we're spreading joy, we're spreading positivity. If you know someone that can benefit from these, maybe share it to them. If we're not friends, let's be friends. But at the end of the day, I want you to know that you have everything you need to succeed. As long as you take action, it can happen for you. So right here, friends, I hope you're finding value in these. I hope you're finding some motivation. I hope you not only control the controllables despite the disappointment, I hope you keep going despite that disappointment. And I hope you realize that believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. It can happen for you. And just remove the expectation of when it's going to happen. Despite the disappointment. Despite the times that it doesn't happen for you. It will happen as long as you keep going. I'm super thankful for you guys. Let's have the best weekend ever. Woo! Sorry, this one. Oh, the mouse. I don't know what the mouse is. Sorry, guys. This one. Okay, we're going. Woo! Thank you guys so much. You're amazing. Have the best weekend ever.